sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
Hey guys, it's Shifty Muffin, and here it is, The Witcher 3, which, much to my surprise, runs absolutely fantastically on my PC. So, on full ultra settings, hair works and everything on, I get around about 45 frames per second. Okay, and that is not bad. I say 45 frames per second being that's the average. It goes higher, sometimes I get nearer 60, but it's really dependent on the environment and the environments that I'm in. Sometimes it goes a little bit lower if, say, I'm using tons and tons of spells and things are blowing up around me, to which it has dipped to about 40. I've never seen it hit 30 yet, which is cool. But you know, around about 45, a little bit higher is my average frame rate. And that's awesome for me. I'm using a GTX 970, I've got everything on Ultra as I said. For the sake of gaming higher than 45, I have dropped everything down to high. And I've worked my way up, so I've now got custom settings. But the one thing that I've taken off is that I've only got Geralt to have the have NVIDIA Hairworks. Just because I felt that was a better choice for me. I'm not too fussed about whether his hair's wavy or not. But the hair looks quite cool as it is anyway. Anyway, let's go talk to this gentleman here. He clearly wants some help.
What happened?
Monsters! Monsters from the swamp! Folks said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump, I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher, hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you. I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me, I beg you.
Fine, I'll go. Let you know if I find that box.
No, literally right down here. I get on my horse, Roach, which I find amusing because obviously I had Vernon Roach in the second one. I rode straight down, and I had to restart it here because I literally rode straight down into a bunch of drowners, and they absolutely mauled me in the first go. Now I'm playing this particular playthrough on just above medium. I think the difficulty is called like Blood and Broken Bones, something like that, which is just above medium settings. So it's not amazing, but my experience of playing Witcher, I did it with a controller, so I didn't know I know the controls for a controller. As for now, I'm playing with a keyboard and mouse because I want to try and get the authentic PC feel, if you want to call it that. I mean, really doesn't matter what you use. But no, so I didn't know my controller out, so I sort of, on this one in particular, I'm not healing myself as quickly as I should be. I don't know what all my abilities do like that. So now I'm really, to play on the difficulty I'm doing, you have to juggle your abilities with your swordsmanship, and you have to really learn to own this character, and that's what I've been doing. So I do die a couple of times. I mean, this one I literally ran down, got mauled by drowners, and thought, right, compose yourself and start again. So I did that. I composed myself, I started again, and it's all good. I was happy with that. But no, my experience of Witcher 2, like Witcher 1 and 2, Witcher 1 I play on the PC, obviously, and that plays differently to the rest of these, because obviously, it's a point and click sort of thing, and it's just different to use. Witcher 2 is basically the same as this one here, but with Witcher 2, I played on like faggot difficulty. I played on like the lowest of the lowest, just to get the story, not really get a challenge. As for now, I'm playing on the higher difficulty to really sort of get pressured into learning to use my abilities to really survive. I mean, yeah, I mean, people are probably laughing at me going, what, medium? Good Christ. I'll have you know it's just above medium, thank you. But, no, yeah, it requires that I sort of learn to play Geralt a bit more. I mean, I like the fact that difficulties can be changed on the fly as well.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
you find the
Anyway,
box?
this guy here, bit of a bell end. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Yeah, found your priceless chest. And someone who looks an awful lot like a cart driver with an arrow through his neck. No dryads in these swamps, and never known a drowner or a water hag to use a bow, so lacking any other suspects, I'm guessing.
Watch out! Behind you!
There's nothing behind me. I'm a witcher, I'd have heard it. Just like I can hear your heart, which is pounding, like a liar's. Best hope you're a better rider than you are a liar.
Yeah, this one here is also another section I had to restart.
Go.
Well, I think I managed to mask it well enough because I managed to fade the black to the black from when I died and when that conversation with him ended. But yeah, first time I totally didn't see him riding off, so I just rode off into like the bushes, following a line. So yeah, I caught him here, so that's cool. But I'm not afraid to explain when I did something really stupid and I made it look like I've never played a game in my life.
Gotta get him out
This
of
was one of
here.
those moments.
Wake up. See? Can't run from the truth. Not even on horseback. Now who are you, and why'd you attack that cart?
Private First Class John Giermer, Temerian 6th Division, 2nd Regiment. Disbanded, but still active. Underground, in the woods. That was a medical transport. I'd be damned if it reached the Black Ones. And the medicine, our lads could use it too. We've many ill among us. You let me go, and they might live, and fight once more for a free North.
You can go, but I'm keeping the medicine. Nilfgaard will find you and kill you anyways. Why should it go to waste?
Take it, and choke on it.
So you might judge me for doing that there and taking the medicine, but I figured, you know, fuck him. The guy's a bit of a cock. I don't really care if I take stuff off of him. And also, I mean, whatever. Things like that, I don't care what happens. You know, I'm gonna end up playing this game again after I finish it, and I'll play it through. I'll do different choices, and I'll see how the outcomes come then. But that's my choice for now. Don't judge. Just it felt right at the time, you know. So anyway, this is really cool. I mean, this game looks really pretty and quite nice. No, okay, it's not the most beautiful game of the year. I'm not going to say it is. I've got to say, I love the faces in the cutscenes and that. I know it's all like pre-rendered and stuff. And it's all very gorgeous, but that's the point. It's very gorgeous. I like this game. So far, I'm not disappointed because I was in the mood for a good RPG, and I've sort of been holding off for a while because I knew this was going to be coming out soon, and I'm not left wanting anything more at the moment. Yeah, it doesn't leave anything more for me to want. You know, I'm happy. I'm content. I've got everything I wanted from this, so that's fine by me. Anyway,
Must
one
be a
thing that did
hunting.
annoy me though is this is the day after it's been released. This is the 20th of May basically, and it's fine. But the game has crashed on me twice. I've played for about 4 hours and I've had 2 crashes, which is a bit annoying. So you play for 2 hours, then you get a crash. I've not lost any data, like saved game data, so I can pick up from where I left off whenever I reload it. But what that did mean is that a couple of times when the game crashed and it just closed, my recordings didn't close properly. So the first time I lost about 2 hours of game data, and I've had to come back and replay some of it, just so I could try and get the recording that I wanted. Then when it happened again, I just thought, oh, bollocks to this, I can't be asked. Hey, this is these guys and I can carry on afterwards.
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes, more dangerous than wolves.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No, dogs might though. So step careful now. Come on.
these dogs been a problem for a while now?
Since the war started. Soldier on the march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her,
Blah blah
kill a
blah.
man
You're a
for
huntsman. I'm
chuckle,
Geralt,
even
legend.
butcher a cow.
Carrying on.
But a dog,
So I lost some game. I
particularly
lost some game data. The second time that it crashed for me though
stray
was
mutt
actually at the end of
attacks.
this
They're
series of missions that I'm doing now.
stuck to their spines,
And
covered in scabies, but they just
basically I was
won't
fighting a
die.
griffin. Now the first half of the fight I do with the griffin is recorded. Like you see me try a few new things. Eventually I just give up and I start using Quen to.
Too late. Attacked
Oh,
another
let me
one.
think. What's the word I want to use here? I use Quen to basically give some damage boost, a damage buff. No, that's not Quen does, is it? What's the word I want to use here? I used it to give me extra armor. I don't know why the word escapes me then. By the way, these dogs fuck me, I think. I'm pretty sure this is a section where the dogs actually do me. If it doesn't show me getting chinned by dogs here, then rest assured, there we go. Yeah, as I said, I die here. This one, the couple of times I died, I was like, oh fuck it, it's quick enough. The dogs actually chinned me here because I didn't expect so many of them. And although they only hit for a small percentage each time, when you got like 5 dogs consistently hitting you, your health goes down so quickly. So I was like, I didn't expect this. Also, I expected Geralt's powers to be more consistent. I mean, when you're playing Witcher 2, you can literally just piss out like fire and I can't remember what they're called now. Basically force fields and shit like that. Like there's no tomorrow. So like this is like a single use thing. You have to wait for your mana and stuff to recharge, which is cool. I mean that's about right. Every other game does it. Witcher wasn't one of those games originally, but now it is, and I'm fine with that because that's kind of what everyone's been bred as a gamer to do. Like you sort of wait for your mana pool to build back up. So I'm fine with that, but you know, when I came into it, I keep expecting to use it like in Witcher 2, and it's not quite the same experience now. It is ever so slightly different. Anyway, I lost the end of this recording because I was fighting the griffin, and the section where I actually killed the griffin, because the fight's done in 2 parts, which isn't any surprise to anyone really. A lot of fights are done like that against bosses or big characters. Where you fight the first time, then they flee to another area, and you have to chase them down. Alright, I chased it down. The second part of the fight, you miss, sadly. And I thought, well, honestly, I can still talk to you about what I want to talk to you about. If you really want to see someone kill the griffin, then literally anyone else who's got a Witcher 3 video up has probably got that section in it. So if it means a lot to you to see that, then go ahead and watch it there. But for now, I'll keep giving you me. I'll keep talking to you about how my experiences go with Witcher 3. And also I'll just talk to you about the general shit that goes on with me, you know? I mean, ultimately, the way I see this channel going is if you want to know about the game, then you'll look into the game, and I'll tell you what you need to know about the game. But after that, I mean, I can quite quickly explain to you. Like, I will not waffle too much. You know, I'm very much straight to the point, and I'll say what needs to be said about the game. And then I'm left with this blank area that I have to fill in with me talking. I don't want to just talk about any old shit like, oh yeah, so I like trainers, or oh yeah, so dogs are quite cool. No, I'll tell you what's going on with me. Like, ultimately, you're here for entertainment. You're here to see what it's like being somebody else. I don't know, like, get out of your own skin for a bit and try a different life. Like, my life is this. I play games, I work bloody hard when I get shifts, I ask for extra shifts where I can. I work hard, I get money in, I'm trying to build a life for myself. You know, going from coming out of, I was a teenager about 4 or 5 years ago. I want to become a decent young adult now, and I want to be able to have my own home. You know, I want to buy a house, you know, I want to do things like that, I want to move on, I want to get married. You know, maybe in the far future, maybe look at having kids, you know, but that doesn't come to you, does it? You have to work hard for that. You have to sort of put the time in. You have to have a bit of a miserable time for a couple of years, really grinding to get money in, and then you can sort of sit back and go, we made it. You know, why was I so stressed out? Well, I understand now it's not a big issue, but for now, right now for me, it feels like it's a big fucking issue. So I'm doing my best to try and make life work. So that's what I talk to you about on my videos every now and then. Anyway, big blood splatters on the floor. So clearly, it's that time of the month for the griffin, and that is why he's so aggressive. So I mean, really, that's the end of the video. I mean, this griffin is clearly PMSing like a bitch.
Deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians probably.
So yeah, this is one of those delightful moments where I was a little bit confused as to what I had to do. I mean, at this moment I was like, ooh, loot. I mean, you see anything glowing that's like a chest, then you're gonna be like, oh, fuck. Just literally, whatever I'm doing, fuck this. I am getting loot. I'm going to that chest. That chest better have like a fucking, I don't know, a samurai sword with my name going down the blade, saying thy work be done, and then blood seeping down it from your enemy. I don't know, just badass shit is usually in these crates. But I mean, in that one there, I I just got a load of shit. But you know, there's always hoping. I mean, I used to play Fable. Like Fable's one Fable's one that developed that habit for me. The one where you're like, but if I open this chest and I go in this chest, then I'll probably have to get like really, really cool shit. And you go in at Fable, you actually do get cool shit in chests. You open the chest, it's like, welcome to the lightning hammer of Zeus, and you're like, fuck yeah. Like power weapon that just negates everything else in the game from that point onwards, and you're already like level 5. Yeah, I loved that game for it, but it set an unhealthy expectation for me. So I check all the looting, hoping for that again, but no, I've not had it since. I run all the way back down here, and quite blatantly the footsteps are going back up the way I just came, but I just couldn't figure out where I had to go. I thought, no, it seems too easy. That there, I mean, at this moment here, I then figured out that that means that there's a creature over there, and you're just listening to their sounds. Originally, I thought that was like a waypoint marker, like it's like, if they're over there, then you have to walk towards them, you have to investigate that thing. Then I ran up here, and I realised, oh, no, this is actually me needing to look at, a little bit further, and actually leap over this little crevasse. Anyway, just up here. This looks like you can interact at the end, do stuff. This was not that. I just walk there and get fucked up by bees, which is a poor choice on my part. Anyway, just up here.
He's a couple of weeks old.
Learning, son.
Still alive
Learning.
when Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Bones. Horse, dog, human. A few months worth. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done what I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
I really hate these little sections here, because obviously I'm recording in front of you guys, and you're seeing everything I'm doing, and I feel that if I don't react fast enough and put things in icons fast enough, then you're going to think that I'm dumb, and I don't want to be dumb. Big and dumb. I want to be that guy you look at and go, cool, he knows his shit, but I don't know my shit. I'm as lost as anyone else here. I hate these screens. I hate everything in the world, really. Yeah, I hate everything. Well, anyway, you notice right there, I'm running over everything, trying to interact with it, just in case there's extra loot to be found. And there is not. Everything glows like it's loot though, so I'm still learning, as I said. Because I thought it glowing orange meant that it was loot, or you could interact with it, then after you interact with it, you've gotten what you needed, then it would stop glowing orange, but it glows orange, so whatever, don't understand. This is cool, this looks like an eerie sort of area, like I'm expecting something to like just leap out of the trees and try and do me. Do him! Yeah, that's cool. Roach, get him to come over. Roach comes out of a tree like some odd fluffy dogger. I don't know, that horse comes out of the most retarded places. Like, later on in the video, I don't know if you see it or not, because I can't remember if that's part of the footage that I lost. Like, we'll find out in a bit. But I call him next to a river, and he walks out the fucking river, and I was like, alright, swamp monster, get on you. Why the long face? Away. But no, seriously, on with this. There's little things, like, I like this whole horse stamina bar. That I don't believe that was in the second one. I don't recall it. But I don't recall riding the second one, so I should shut up. So, yeah. I'll tell you what, this fucking horse handles like a dog though. Like, it's horrible. So, I mean, this is frustrating just to touch. Get to the threshold and I was like, get off your horse. Anyway, Vesemir. I like Vesemir. I haven't seen him since the first game, which is cool.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up? Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already. Other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Fucking hell. Right, so let's learn how to make potions, guys. Once again, this here, it's an obvious thing to do. But I'm hearing, I'm recording in front of you, I was like, gotta make a split-second decision, what do I do? And I just froze, I was like, slowly, catch you, monkey. But no. Thunderbolt's quite a cool spell. You need it in this next section. I think exactly what I do is what you need to do in this situation, unless you quest like fuck. But basically, you go to hunt said Griffin that we've been discussing, and you have a spell called Quen, and you use that to make yourself invulnerable to a certain extent. Like, when you're hit with Quen, then you can be attacked for like one hit without taking damage. And so, that's cool. But you can't use your spells willy-nilly like you did in the second one. On this one, you have to wait until your mana is replenished, or your magic... I don't know, I would call it mana. I don't think it's actually referred to as mana on here, but like your focus, your stamina, whatever. Like, you have to wait for one source of energy to regenerate so you can cast again. So Thunderbolt basically makes that regenerate at like 3 times the speed, and that's handy because obviously this Griffin hits you fucking hard and it hits you a lot. If it hits you twice without you like healing yourself up or anything like that, or putting Quen on, he will kill you outright. He kills you. In fact, I think I've already leveled once when I wasn't meant to. I think I'm already like 1 level higher than you're really meant to be at this stage of the game. So, yeah. There are little side quests that I could have done, which is obviously the whole point. Like, if you were to be a total completionist, you'd have done a little bit more by this stage. But for the sake of getting the recording done, I wanted to sort of get to the point, do like the odd side quest here and there. But I want to show you guys my first little excerpt into the game. After this, I'm not going to be doing a Witcher series. I've got Far Cry to finish. I've got Battlefield Hardline to crack on with. Like, Witcher would be too much and too long for me to really get enough of for you to enjoy. So you'll see bits of Witcher here and there as I please, but not a structured series, okay?
Got your eye on a contract?
Anyway, let's watch this son of a bitch. Also, I swear to
Little
God,
early setting in for
Geralt is
winter.
taller in this one.
Snows are a way
Like, he's a
off,
lot
yes.
sleeker than I remember him being. Like, he's got a really long torso.
Guards crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Hear that? It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait, take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
A witcher with a crossbow? We breaking with tradition?
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill.
Watch out!
Basically, just watch this shit. Roach gets in the way like a son of a bitch. Right, yes, this is my first section here, and as I said, I went in with spells at first, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use fucking like Igni on here, and I'm gonna set my fire. Don't worry, it works to a certain extent, but this crossbow is a godsend if you use it correctly. I made this game a lot harder than it needed to be, just by using things incorrectly, not knowing what I was doing. I used this thing to just willy-nilly shoot at him, when really I should have used it to like watch my health go down as he attacks me. He hits fucking hard. There you go. There you go. I used Igni on him then, which yeah, it's cool and all, but I mean look at his health compared to. He hit me once, then hits me again, I'm dead. Like he's gonna kill me any second now. Like you can't even see the red on my bar barely. No, use this crossbow to like shoot him out the sky. Hit it once, he falls to the ground. But I didn't use it for that at the time. I just shot him willy-nilly thinking it would do decent damage. Oh, and you die quite comically on this at the moment. You bunny hop in the air, so prior warning. But no, I mean this. I mentioned earlier that like the first time you see me fight him, you after that point it didn't record properly. Like it all corrupted. So me killing the griffin, it didn't happen. But I killed where I'm stood now. He died right in front of me. Like the griffin's head is on the side of my horse. It really pisses me off that you missed out that, because you saw that griffin's quite intense. He hits hard, and also once he hits you once again, if he follows up that hit, he will kill you, because he hits faster than you can come out your stunned phase, and it's a bastard. So you have to dodge, you have to use Quen, you have to try and heal yourself where you can. I'm literally like eating like bread and drinking water whilst he's attacking me to try and regenerate a bit each time. But that river next to me there, that's where he walked out of earlier, and I was like, why? What the hell's that all about? Like, my horse is part drowner, clearly. But no, I mean, I missed killing the griffin with you, and that kind of pisses me off a bit. I really want to show you, but it's gone, it's done. Can't do anything over it. No point crying over spilt griffin. So another video soon where you'll see me do something quite cool in the game, because I intend to get good at this game because I like these games. I enjoyed the first one to a certain extent. I didn't finish it because I ran out of time. Because it's a weird one. I got into this because my friend referred it to me, and so I played it on the 360 first. I wasn't a PC gamer at the time. But I got hold of Witcher 1 and I played that for a bit. Then I got hold of Witcher 2 on the PC again, and started playing Witcher 2 on the PC. Got halfway through it, and then this one came out, so I'm now playing this one. But I know what happens. I know the story. Anyway, this dick here, who looks a bit like Bronn from Game of Thrones.
Me for a blind man or a fool. This grain is rotten.
There's no cure for being a cunt, as he would say. Anyway, let's see what this motherfucker's got to say. Oh, another time when my game froze, literally right here, it froze again. He's like, nah. There's a big, like, pulled a gurny face, and my game froze. I lost all the footage there as well.
No, no, by the gods, no! What?
guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
As I said, split-second decisions. I thought, fuck it, I'll take the money. I'm a greedy bastard. I'm a witcher for a reason. I don't know. I wouldn't. This is one of those games where you make decisions and obviously it affects you down the line. Maybe later on down the line, he's going to think I'm the right bell end because I took the money. But you know, ultimately, I think the guy's a bit of a dick. But hey, as I said, choices. Like I chose to steal the medicine off that bloke earlier. I'll do different things next time. I'll see how it feels. I really want to save this guy here who's getting flogged in the other room. But yeah, it's locked. You can't get in there. Literally, as it said, it's like, piss off the guards enough to get to attack you. I was like, nope, get the fuck out of here. Don't need those shit. I'm Geralt. I don't need any. But it's not a problem. It's not my fucking problem. It's not none of my business. I'm gonna move away. So off we go down here. Once again, Roach is fucked off. So whistle, whistle. Where is he? Over there, buying fish apparently. What am I gonna do with the griffin head now then? Like, more bullshit. Like, can I sell that to someone? No, don't go wrong. Usually things like that are kept in your inventory, and you can sell them to traders later on, and they're classed as trophies, yeah? But surely matey up there in the Nilfgaard camp would have wanted a griffin head or something. And also, could I not just cut off the other fucker's head? Like the dead griffin, could I not just cut off his head and brought it to him and be like, yeah, give him money now? And they clearly don't know their griffins. I'm a witcher, I know my griffins. But I'm guessing that Geralt had to kill the griffin because obviously story's sake, and also for the sake of his reputation, because obviously he's an honest witcher, isn't he? I tried ending this way, but like I do Far Cry 4, like find a beautiful scene, like something nice. Looked at the horsey face, I was like, nah, it's not really that beautiful, is it? Right off into sunset, we'll end it as we run, but for now, peace.